Controversy erupted recently over a Tedx talk featuring a German medical student who exclaimed that pedophilia is an unchangeable sexual orientation, just like heterosexuality. The student, Mirjam Heine, gave the talk at the University of Würzburg in Germany this past May under the title "Why Our Perception of Pedophilia Has to Change." During her talk, Heine said that people need to recognize that pedophilia is a natural force. Anyone could be born a pedophile, she told the audience, citing it as just an unchangeable sexual orientation just like, for example, heterosexuality. Heine then goes on to differentiate between pedophilia, the sexual attraction to children, and child molestation, which she said should never be accepted. The difference between pedophilia and other sexual orientations is that living out this sexual orientation will end in a disaster, she said. Quite strangely, the student then cites studies showing that 20 to 30% of all child molesters are pedophiles. On the sheer insanity of this, LifeSite News has more. At times Heine's ideas were confused. She said heterosexuality and pedophilia were both orientations, while saying pedophilia can be heterosexual, homosexual, and bisexual. She intimated that a non-pedophile could sexually abuse a child, but also included within her definition of pedophiles people attracted, to a lesser extent, to adults. And although she seems to think people are born pedophiles, she also said pedophilia has biological, social, and psychological factors. For Heine, pedophilia is not something that someone actually does but something that someone would like to do, as a sexual preference that they would live out freely, if only it weren't contrary to leading an upright life. Heine then goes on to turn sexual molestation into a societal problem by blaming it on the social isolation of pedophiles by making them fearful to express their inclinations. For example, they can't tell their children they can't go to the beach because children in swimsuits may be there as well, Heine said. They can never be completely frank with someone else. We shouldn't increase the sufferings of pedophiles by excluding them, by blaming and mocking them, Heine said. By doing that, we increase their isolation and we increase the chance of child sexual abuse. She said. Just like pedophiles, we are not responsible for our feelings. We do not choose them. But it is our responsibility to overcome our negative feelings about pedophiles and to treat them with the same respect we treat other people with. Though Heine acknowledges the evil in sexual molestation, she poses a dangerous idea here regarding the acceptance of pedophilia as a natural, unchangeable orientation.